It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Titan defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And again, it's Chubb pushing through the contact. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Browns are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. But right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The NFL's active leader in rush yards, Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. You look at this Browns defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. That pass taken in by Burks. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Tannehill on target to Burks. First down, Tennessee.
Burks needed time to step into the void left by A.J. Brown's trade, and injury didn't help his cause. A little bit over 400 yards, 1 touchdown in 11 games. The Titans planning for him to ascend to the top role this season.
A first down carry for Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Browns, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Tannehill down to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll complete this one. Do a cock and they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Now Tannehill going to move him around. Now the rookie third rounder from Tulane, it's Tajay Spears. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Browns' drive about to get started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess all the time, but you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
No timeout. Line up, go.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
This offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and a couple.
Let's go.
Henry up the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it again with Henry. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Flushed out right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. And here's a give to Spears. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 16-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Round 7.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Tannehill on the move to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Tannehill. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Browns drive about to get started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7. Here's Watson. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime,
But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, it's Watson. That is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
54.
Throwing again is Watson. Flush to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Moore, the man in motion. Here's Watson now on second down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here we go, here we go.
Third down and 1. To throw is Tannehill, eluding the pressure right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact and second down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running from the gun with Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Spears dances by him. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Here's Tannehill. A check down here for Henry. Touchdown! Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Chubb running to the wide side. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on third down, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there for the offense. They're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Watson looks to throw again. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And that one results in 35 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Another outstanding season by Garrett in 2022. His second year in a row with 16 sacks, tied for second in the league. In just his 7th season, he's almost a virtual lock to become the Browns' career sacks leader.
Oh, look at the juke. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
There you go, right here.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down.
Go.
Now it's Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Watson changing the play. Here's Watson to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Well, now they'll try the end around. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Nick Westbrook-Akine. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Titans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Browns 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. And again, it's Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Tennessee, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fufu. Grew up wearing platinum fubu on the southwest eating fufu. And a hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I evade valet stores. Couldn't pay nowadays. All the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks from Mercedes. I resage Chukwueze, then my babies. Label hit be trying to sway me, pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me, I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership with drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot. Feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way. Frank Sinatra. Been a shotter, been locked in with my katas. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, Denata. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar, dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversely, I affect a demon with this God flow. Then put out my queen and yell out bravo. Yeah, we on baby number quattro. Yeah, my whole crib look like a art show. Yeah, pockets on avocado. I'm like a bird, let me fly away. Nelly Furtado. Bye.